Wild Planet, and we have two devs here for that. We have Vlad and Yilmaz. Warm welcome. Hello, Vlad. Hello, Yilmaz.
Hello. Hello.
So let's just talk about what did you bring us with Wild Planet?
So we're bringing what we call a chill atmospheric survival game. So we're going far away from the hardcore and all those classic dark survival games with monsters or whatever. And basically you're shipwrecked on a mysterious planet with your crew, and you will have to explore, you will build, you will craft. It's all in a low poly, really colorful and warm environment. And what's going on is that the world is always changing. So
really?
The game is linked to a database, and all the actions of the players are synchronized. And for example, structures built by players will appear in other player games. And the time is the same for everyone. And
Wow, so it's a real time then?
real time, exactly.
That's amazing, man. How long have you guys been working on that?
We basically started during COVID in March 2020. We started the conception phase, and it led us to get selected by the Swiss Game Showcase 2020. And we went to Ludicious, GDC, Gamescom, etc. And now we're receiving funding from Canton Vaud, and we're going further to get a publisher.
That's amazing. I mean, it's really nice to hear some stories that out of this really stupid situation that like 2020 just fucked us all, kind of. And sorry for cursing, but basically did. But to see that beautiful things can come out of it, I'm super stoked for this. So I just want to head into the video, the trailer of Wild Planet. Let's see if we got that online. Well, guys, I just have to say, from what I just saw, within this year, mad props to you guys. Seriously.
Thanks.
It looks
Thank you.
incredibly beautiful, and as you said, very peaceful. I'm super stoked for the gameplay. Let's see if our two players are already ready for this. Last Note and Ramfun, are you guys in-game?
Not yet, I'm waiting for him to host.
Not yet too.
Okay.
Searching the game.
Well, so how did you guys come up with that kind of game?
I guess it's the fault of the lockdown.
Needed something to relax, or just to calm down?
Yeah, clearly, like most of our client work just went down, so we basically had nothing to do, a lot of free time, and we didn't know what to do. Like,
Did you guys come out of game dev or the game development beforehand, or did you just pick it up newly?
Well, we were always big fans of video games. Vladislav did some work prior, but we mostly did animation.
Okay, and we're back in the game, sorry. So what are we seeing?
so whose screen is on the left here?
It's me, I'm moving.
You should create a new character. That's the one you had when you first tested in. So you should start again and be together. Otherwise, it will be kind of a rough time to.
Just tell me when you're ready.
So you can have multiple characters, or?
Yeah, you can have.
Ooh.
You can have multiple characters, and it will allow kind of to replay it in a different way. Or if, for example, you are really advanced and you want to play with your friends who are not, you can just make a new character.
Oh, okay. So now we see they're in the same spot, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So do you just spawn randomly in the world?
Not for now, at least not in the prototype. We're
Yeah,
pretty
of course.
early.
Yep.
And we're still thinking of how we will manage it, especially for the co-op aspect. Either we will have random defined spots, and players who join their friends will just spawn nearby.
Yep.
Or not.
That's good. That's really cool. And then there's how large, because it looks open world.
Yes, it is.
How large is that? Because if it's real time and a lot of people are playing, I imagine that's a big difficulty, right?
Well, the fact is that you don't see the other players. You only have remnants of them.
Whoa.
So it's more of the ghosts, or we call that the layers of civilizations. So we have layers and layers of different civilizations, and
That's
what you
so
will do,
cool.
you will leave it for the next generation, basically.
That's so awesome. Then you don't have to like deal with bad ping rate because everybody's online at the same time and doing the same thing, but you still have like so much history.
Exactly.
Exactly,
And
yeah. So that's the goal. It's just we have a first layer, but it's for the player to sort of create the past of for a new player, and it's just layers and layers and layers, and just create something quite beautiful with that.
I'm just tearing up just thinking about that. Like, you come across something that another player somewhere in the world created or just left after you. So let's talk about the creation, though, about what you can do in this game, because they've been walking around testing some stuff out. Let's talk us through what they're doing right now.
So I can see that they are hunting some animals with spears or with fists, and apparently not looting. I think I just saw that just clicked on the cross. I'm not sure. It's kind of small here. But yeah, they will just farm now and get enough resources to then craft like spears, axes, pickaxes, go collect more resources. Then they can build a base. They also have a hover bike that's just for the purpose of testing.
Yeah.
Which later on in the game you'll be able to build vehicles.
Oh, that's cool.
And we have what we call universal monuments, which is not yet implemented, but it's what we're working on. And it's basically world wonders that exist in the world and require crazy amounts of resources. And basically players can all, in their own game, go and deposit resources. And once it reached the right amount, it's built for everybody at the same time. So it might be a broken bridge, which require like 1 million wood. And when you have thousands of players who collected that 1 million wood, that bridge is built for everybody.
That's really cool.
And the game follows a cycle, we call that cycle of destruction. So basically it's 3 months IRL, which represents 4 years in the game. And each 3 months there's a cataclysmic event that will wipe the game. And so except universal monuments or a few things, and each wipe will bring new dungeons or environmental changes, such as a lake that might become a desert, for example.
Okay. So we saw some mobs before earlier. I think it was deer or dogs, or
It's some kind of space rabbits.
a space rabbit. And how many like mobs are there in this current state of the game?
Right now,
4.
4. Yeah,
we'll have
around
4.
4. Yeah.
What's like the end goal gonna be? I mean, of course, you could never stop with assets, right? But
Exactly. We haven't totally defined the end goal, but we can surely say that we aim for at least 20 different creatures.
I mean, just looking at the state of this game, I'm pretty sure that people in chat can agree that when you started in like March, just with the concept of this game, and now it's beginning of October, that's like 7 months of work.
Maybe even less. It's
6,
more of
well,
5,
from
6.
conceptual stage about,
Yeah.
and then you're at this point already. When can you actually then, or when can people at home be excited for this game to come out, or at least in beta?
Well, we are aiming for a release in about 18 months.
Yeah.
And now we have some private testing going on, and actually that's the first time we have someone else who's not a private tester. And I think it's the first time we're streaming the prototype at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is technically like a world premiere then.
Exactly.
Oh, we're so honored, man. Thanks so much for bringing this to us.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful.
Quick question. I'm kind of stuck in the air, like nothing. I can't move at all. I was stuck in the bike.
Okay, could you try to jump, maybe?
Yeah, I tried it, but I still can't get out of this point since Ramfon just run away with
Can't
my
really
car.
see where you are. It looks like you... Can you try to get on the bike?
I'm
maybe?
trying. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if you get off, maybe you should be unstuck.
No, I'm still stuck.
Shoot.
Try
But, I mean-
to log out and get back in the game again then.
I mean, of course, this is
This is still an early prototype.
yeah, stuff like this is going to happen, so nobody's going to be like pissed off that just happened with a game that's not even 7 months old in development and already has like so much detail work done on it.
Yeah, and we were talking with Yilmaz just before about our a good tester, Martin Maggie.
Yeah,
you can tell a bit of stories about
Okay,
him.
let's hear a story.
well, we have a tester called Martin Maggi in our Discord, and he's sort of like the guy who likes to find bugs.
Yeah.
And so he'll find so many crazy combinations that we would never have thought of, and so yeah, he's really helpful. But some of the things he finds are just they're so comical. It's insane. Yeah.
I don't know where he get it from. Like he found a bug once where he noticed that if he's on the bike,
Yeah.
and he get off the bike and he hits a tree with the axe, and then he get back on the bike again and get off the bike and hit it again, he was hitting the tree faster than if he was just standing.
Oh.
And so he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm cutting the tree down with 3 or 4 less seconds or whatever. I don't know the numbers
Yeah.
exactly." And we were like, "Man, but why? Why do you do that? how do you find
That's a
it?"
real professional game tester then, because he's like just tries everything in every sequence in every possible way, in every possible angle. But it's great if you have people like that helping you out, because that gives you the opportunity to make the
we're
best
lucky
quality
with that.
game, yeah.
We're lucky that we have a good community, especially on Discord. They're really active, really friendly. It's really good.
So how can people help you guys with this game? How can they support you, or maybe
Well-
even help you test, or
Well, people, you can go on our website, webplanetsurvival.com, and you'll have links to our Discord, newsletter, Steam page. You can go and wishlist us, join the newsletter for news, and you can join the Discord if you want to be active and maybe get a chance to get into private or open testing. We always have new rounds where we recruit more people.
I mean, this looks like a game that I would love to test.
Yeah, we still have a long road to go.
Yeah, and it has less bugs than EA does when they launch games. So it's almost like a AAA version right now.
Yeah, I worked hard on debugging it.
And so there's crafting also involved. I
Yeah,
see.
there's crafting, there's building, hunting. You have some elements in the world that are already decaying, but it's still a work in progress. So maybe if they look at the beach after the night has passed, they will notice that maybe the raft has sunk, maybe the port is breaking down, maybe the
Yeah.
ship that's in the sand is going slowly into the water.
Oh yeah, because you said that this is procedurally not generated, but all the actions of a player will make or change the world around him, right?
Yeah, and the world is changing itself as well. So from day to day, things will change. For example, you have a big ship in the desert. Well, slowly over time, he will start to rust and get in the sand and lost parts, and then he will just disappear.
Oh, okay. So, but what happens then if you log out? Does your character just wait?
Yeah.
But then you have to log back in and check that he's not starving or
No,
dying
so-
of thirst, or like
No,
what
no,
happens
we're really
then?
aiming the chill
Yeah, okay.
part. So no, your character is not starving.
Okay.
Your world is going well. But if you come day one, and then you stop playing for 2 weeks. When you come back, it won't be exactly the same.
Yeah, so like there might have been new plants growing, or
Yeah, you might have new plants.
yeah.
You might have parts that disappeared. You might have a place where you had boulders from the mountain that fall, and you can't pass here anymore.
That's so crazy.
You might have another player, maybe a player really spent those 2 weeks to unlock the door to a dungeon, and now you can enter it.
Oh wow! And so you said that there's remnant or some players that have that are also playing will leave remnants, or you will be able to see remnants of other players. What kind of remnants are we talking about?
Do you want to go on it?
Well, it's basically whatever you're able to build in the game is going to be what would be left, and so yeah, people will just find what the other player has built himself.
Yeah.
So structures and
Yeah, it might
vehicles,
be
or
structures, it might be a furnace, it might be a workbench, maybe part of a base.
yeah.
and it's basically synchronized in the database, and then it's picked randomly based on the location where it was, and it started raining. Maybe there'll be some
What?
thunder.
Get out of here! Like, not even 7 months old, and they all like got weather and all that stuff in it. Killing me, guys. So now, if they would, if one of them like logs off and logs on again, is there like a set respawn, or is it like in Minecraft with the bed, like the last time you slept?
No,
on there?
so it's since we're building the system for the final game.
Yep.
It's not fully ready in prototype, but basically it's saving the position of the player as in an online game, but
Okay,
on
yeah.
offline. So if he goes off right now, he'll come back exactly where he was.
Okay, yeah, that's great, because I hate when you're like dungeon diving, or you're like you've been out scavenging for resources, and then you die, or you fall somewhere, and then you get spawned all the way back where you started.
Yeah, we actually even saw it just before when one of the streamers got stuck.
Yep.
And he just went off and back again, and he was exactly in the same spot.
And so we're seeing these two are now playing in the same world, or at the same time,
Exactly.
the same era, as you said. So if I have friends, I can have them in my century, or like in
No, it's
playing
the
in
same
mine.
for everyone. Everybody has the same hour, the same day.
Yeah, but you said that. What I meant was that the players are not like, if I play and then somebody in Germany is playing, that I might see their remnants,
Yes.
but I will not encounter them unless they're my friends.
Yeah, we can see it as bubbles.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone live in a bubble in the same world. It could actually be like in COVID. Everybody's his apartment, but we're in the same country. We all work remotely.
Yeah.
We can talk. We have like a community by proxy.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And your friends can join you in your bubble, and you can trade items if you want. You can play together,
Okay, yeah.
and you can play in solo, and then take that same character and join your friend with it.
That's really cool. Because even though I like, survival games just on my own, to chill and relax and just to, log off from the world for a bit, but having that opportunity to play together with friends without the distraction of having a bunch of other people joining that I don't know and that might not enjoy the way that I play the game. Yep.
Guys, maybe you should craft a torch or something. It's pretty dark, isn't it?
Okay, let's go through how to craft a torch. What will they need?
They will need some sticks, cloth, and maybe a flint.
I'm looking for sticks.
You can get some sticks by harvesting a tree or finding some on the ground. But if you have an axe, you will get some sticks from a tree as well.
Yeah, I don't have an axe for the moment. I'm looking for sticks.
So I
Craft an
just
axe.
craft one.
Is the resource gathering and crafting? Would you compare it to like Minecraft, just for the people at home to understand? Like you need, or a lot of survival games. Which was it, like Rust or?
I think we might compare it more to the way Rust works than Minecraft. And you have different nodes, and they spawn randomly, procedurally generated, all the trees, the metal, stone, etc., sticks. And then you have basic crafts you can do just like that. And then you will need a workbench for certain new crafts, and then you will need an advanced workbench for other crafts. And you start basically at the primitive stage, where you just fight with sticks and bones.
Yeah.
And you can go up to firearms and hover bikes.
Oh, that's so cool. And also, what is, or at least in my opinion, a lot different to other survival games is most survival games are like third person or first person, and this is more like Baldur's Gate, like the top down. What was the reasoning behind that decision?
Go on.
Yeah, so basically, we're huge. Our first goal was to make a beautiful game with a beautiful environment, and to us, top-down view gave us a lot of opportunity to let the environment tell a story. And so it would lay out everything perfectly, and as we tested it, it worked well, and it was comfortable, so we just kept on doing it, and it was,
Yeah, you really keep the player focused because the camera has always an angle.
Yep.
And you'll be able to see exactly what we want you to notice. And like you'll have a small story in your screen every time.
That's really cool. And so how many people can be in your bubble at the same time?
Up to 4 players.
Up to 4. That's fair.
We thought that was the good number, good amount. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's hardly a game that I know where except like League of Legends or like some esports titles that have maybe 5 players playing at the same time, but usually most games that I know that are casual, it's just 4 friends that play together. So that makes sense. It wouldn't... would there be an option like later down the line to increase that size, or is that an issue on the performance?
It's not really maybe the performance, is more on the what we call that, for example, the resources gathering or the progress rate. And we all know the more players you have, the faster it goes. And we don't want to break it. We want that the player had really a sense of progression and that everything went on the right cycle.
I was just thinking, like, if you had 20 people in the same spot for maybe like 15 minutes, you would totally wreck the environment there. So yeah, that's absolutely fair. So have you guys managed to craft some torches, or are you...
Yeah, he had a torch before.
I had one, but I actually died.
Oh.
So my inventory is empty.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll have to try to find your body, and I'll pick up what's on the ground if you see it.
I'm trying to die so I can respawn at the start point where I know there is a sticks.
Oh yeah, because you said when you log off, you respawn it, or you keep playing from the same position.
Yes.
But if you die,
you respawn either at the starting point, or if you have a tent. If you craft a tent and drop it, you'll respawn on the tent.
So, that sounds incredible. How many, like, things to craft have you already put in, and where do you, what is the average part, or the average number that you're shooting for a beta or for the release?
That's going to be hard to tell. Because we're still in pre-production, we're still working on defining all the lore, all the bestiary, all the tools, all the weapons. But for now, you can have stone axe, metal axe. Then you have advanced like metal axe. You have also the pickaxe. You have the spear. You can get up to a flint gun. You can have leather armor, metal armor.
It's really cool.
And you have a lot of things to craft. Like if you want some metal, you'll have to farm some metal ore and then craft a furnace. If you want the furnace, you need some bricks. So you'll have to have a stone cutter table to make some bricks, etc.
It's just a natural progression then of the evolution of man, basically.
And I guess we can notice here, if we look, maybe the ship has moved in the water, but I'm not really sure. Oh, the raft is sinking. Yeah, the raft started to sink slowly.
I just really love the design choices you made. But yeah, so unfortunately we have to...
you won't be able to get on the raft.
So unfortunately we have to wrap it up here, but I mean, it looks absolutely stunning already. Let's tell the people at home again how they can find you and how they can support you guys.
Yeah, so just get on wildplanetsurvival.com and you'll have our links to the Discord, to our newsletter, to our Steam page. Come wishlist us, join our Discord, we'll have fun, we'll share screenshots, we talk about pies. So just come on, we'll have fun.
I'll see you guys definitely on your Discord. Thanks so much for being here and sharing the game with us.
Yes, thanks for having us and giving us the opportunity to kind of premiere our prototype live on stream.
Absolutely.